Alright guys, if you're ready, now it's time to best Active Directory session. This is exploiting of Active Directory. If you remember we are getting before breachings and enumeration for Active Directory, and this is the last one we getting here, level moment and then pivoting for Active Directory. Now today we're gonna be solve this exploiting Active Directory room on TryHackMe. So this is so good because I love exploiting Active Directory, because exploiting Active Directory means hacking Active Directory. So the first things we have to be doing here, I'm just gonna show you guys all of things what we're doing in. So you just have to be go downloads or what you're going on VPN. You just have to be connecting VPN with Open VPN with exploiting Active Directory VPN, or you have to be installed on this TryHackMe server. And if it's gonna be working now, you just have to be looking for here and as look up TryHackMe DCZA TryHackMe.log. If you're checking here, it's not working for TryHackMe DCZA TryHackMe.log. So why we are getting network manager for this station? Because we are actually pen testing for network, and then that means that we have to be access some server to exploiting, breaching and enumeration. On the server, if you want to be checking for and if you want to be working for the server, we have to be changing our DNS configuration with this DNS IP addresses to us on IP addresses connections, but it's just gonna be working for IP wall for addresses we have to be changing. So I'm just gonna be generally on my last video, I generally look of reading all of things here, but I don't want to be reading now because I want to be detailed explains to you guys what is Active Directory exploitings. And today I'm just gonna say not reading all of things here and explaining detailed too much to you, exploiting Active Directory. So first of all, we have to be doing sudo openvpn exploiting Active Directory here. If you can check it, yeah, we got it. And now looking for we are on access the server now, no, and then we have to be changing our network settings error, network settings, and I'm going to come over here, network configuration, advanced, and choose here. If you're using virtual machine, you have to be choosing here wired connection 1, but if you're not using virtual, you have to be choosing what you want to be connection with Wi-Fi, and come over here, go for IP wall for settings, and let me go down, up. We have to be changing here, choose here TryHackMe child DC. Yes, I think yeah. All right. So, alright, let me come over here editing Ethernet or what your Wi-Fi name. Just add here 10.200.79.101 and just gonna be click save. Now look for NS lookup for, but the server cannot find again. Because of what? Because of we have to be changing here the sudo systemctl restore network manager, and this is down our Wi-Fi and down our internet, and then it's reconnect immediately. So if you can check in here and let's look up, it's giving us this, and this addresses is over here. So it's so good. So it's now it's time to be hack this machine or hack this server directly, guy. Alright, so now okay, now we have to be getting here some credential, username and password. I think so, I think yes. I'm just gonna say no and come over here, get credential, and this is our new username and password for getting SSH shell for is server. So I'm just gonna say paste here to Tony Wilson. Nope. Yeah, paste it, and for password Kerberos. Right, this is on Kerberos 20 2002. Alright, so let me say using here SSH for getting shell, and then keep moving. For Active Directory username, we have to be adding here to this username, Tony Wilson. Okay, and password is Kerberos 2002. Alright, we are now on this Tony Wilson TryHackMe Work1 server SSH server now. So I'm just gonna go back here and say all of things is clear. I'm just gonna say CLS and I'm completed and go for task 2 here. Alright, let's be given it correct. Yep. And now guy, we have to be actually looking for it blood hunt, but if you want to be using blood hunt, you just have to be come over here and say neo4j start, and then doing here blood hunt no sandbox, and give here to your new neo4j for username, neo4j for password, but it's giving us nothing. You have to be go http localhost. Yep, http localhost 74 and 74, and you have to be change your password here, and then come over here below home one more time and give for username neo4j and the password what you're giving here, and is login success if you can check it like that. So okay, now I actually don't want to be use blood hunt guy. I actually love to doing all of things manually. So I'm just gonna go add member types here, and I just have to be ignoring all of things here because I just want to be share all of my things here manually. I don't like tools. Then I just giving the commands on this terminal and doing all of things I think. So it will be too better for us. Alright. Now, okay guys. So come on your cmd.exe and change with PowerShell for type here PowerShell, and then now we are on this PowerShell. Alright, I want to be explaining something here guy. Let me thinking like that you are a member for company and you have no access to change password some employer on your company, and you want to change password to even admins groups employer. You just have to be connection who groups can change password employer even admins groups. So that means we have to be getting here the member of this group, and then of this group if we're in the member now we can change password and which support or which groups can change password even admins groups. So first of all, we have to be doing here, we have to be adding actually us to member of some credential on the really or change password or something like that. What you want to be thinking about it. There's adding us like here. So how come we're actually looking for it? Just let me thinking about like that. It's generally at our company about the password database usernames or something like that. The important things is generally can change password or something like that. IT groups. So here I'm just gonna say add, that means there is just add, and that's true, and come over here Active Directory group member, and then say here quotation mark, and inside quotation mark you just have to be giving this which groups one you be give. I'm just gonna say here IT supports like that. Yep, IT supports. I'm just gonna be use IT support here, and dash members, what members we have to be adding here. Do it inside of quotation mark one more time, and giving your Tony Wilson. You just have to be giving here your credential user username what you're giving before. So now I think we can look at for active directory group member for IT supports. Nope. Okay, let me check it. IT support. So if you can check in here, we are now on Tony Wilson. Is it gonna be Tony Wilson or not? Yeah, we are in Tony Wilson, and we are now on this IT supports group. So it will be cool for us. So now I think we can change password for the even admins group's employer or members what you want to be giving addresses. So now we have to be checking for, I think here, get active directory group. Yep, like that. Active directory group member for, okay, for identify to, for example, tire to admins. Yep, like that. So if you can check in here, these are the tier 2 admins groups members or employer or something like that. So now we are have to be username, checking for username for tier 2 admins groups members, and then we have to be save it on our NAS. For example, I want to be used to tier 2 Melanie Devins. So I'm just gonna come over here and save it. Now this is our new target, tier 2 Melanie Davis. So now we have to be doing for it to change password Melanie Davis. This is so simply key basics, guy. We just have to be doing here attribute value for password, and the password will be equal to function with set active directory account password command on this PowerShell terminal. So what we are actually doing here, this is the easiest way. We just have the $sign and like that, definitely, and say here password, and it could be equal to convert to, yep, like that, convert to secure string, and you just have to be come over here in this inside of quotation mark and give password what you want the new password for the user. Okay, now password for user, what you want to give in here. I'm just gonna say here, alright, Osman.123, no, 123 is, I think, is cool. Now here adding as plain text, as plain text. Yep, like that, and now it's time to be using force for faster. Okay, so this attribute value is now the save it on the server. So we just have to be using here set dash no active directory account password value will be equal to identify and then giving here active directory username of target. We got it before to tier 2 Melanie Dewins. I'm just gonna say copy this and then paste here. Okay, I think it will be fine. So we have to be giving reset value and new password, and we are checking reset here and giving for the password value just new password equal to be $sign password value what we're giving before to attribute. So I'm just gonna say it give us the access is denied error. Now, if you can access the or your permission have not yet propagated through the domain, this can take up 10 minutes. The best approach is to terminate your SSH or RDP session, take quick break, and then authentication try again. You can also run GP update force and then disconnect and reconnect, which certain cases will cause the synchronization happen faster. If the steps work it, you should now able to authenticate TryHackMe work when using target account with its new password. You currently have administrative access in the workstation. Congratulations, you have officially escalated your privilege tier to administrative by exploiting permission delegations. So, I'm just gonna say here GP update force for getting faster, and we are actually here disconnect and reconnect. Okay, computer policy update has completed successfully. So what we're doing here, we just have to be doing here disconnect now, and so let me do it one more time. It's Corpus 2002, and then go PowerShell here one more time, PowerShell, and then what we were doing before, just say it again, and then no, it's access delete error. Category info is permission delete. TryHackMe will use active directory account. So I got actually before. How can I got it? I don't remember. So yep, this is my video guy. Okay, we have to be deleting tier 2. Alright, let me try. Just deleting here tier 2. No, it's access deleted one more time. So if I'm gonna say do it and then say it, access is deleted. KGP update and then force on it. Okay, when I'm gonna do this, what we're doing it, so access is deleted, so what's giving us this? Okay, just have to be come over here, exit and exit. So okay, and for password, why is giving access deleted? Yeah, bro, I got it, but it's not still working. You have to be changing the trying for another user. Alright. Robin White is our new target, I think. Okay guy, I got this error. You know, I have solved this room before, and this is why I'm getting this error. If you can check it, this is working on your computer. If you're working it's first time, you just have to be given a new password here. For example, at my password I'm generally using here to try Tyre to Caroline Davson. I'm just gonna say copy this. Now it's this is my target, and for password I'm just gonna be using before this, and now it's time to be accessing it with SSH, what we were doing before, Tyre to Caroline Davson, and come over here to desktop and say here more flag1 txt. So it's giving us the first flag is over here, so that's cool. So let's go for what is really of flags. No, it's not flag, that's true. Okay, this is the flags. Which ACA will allow up to any non-protected parameter of target object. Oh my god, this is could be equal to what is actual bullet hunt, and we are not actually reading here bullet hunt here. If you're not, it's gonna be equal to generic. Right, yep, like that. Alright, that's cool. So I think it's time to go exploiting Kerberos delegation. So we are actually using here two tools, but which tools is so cool? The first one is equal to Kikio, and the second one is equal actually here to Mimikatz. So now I'm gonna teach you guys how can we are actually using these tools directly. And then what actually be doing here, this best decision to us, and how is it gonna be working actually. So the first of all, we have to be using actually to here to import module for this Power View PowerShell 1. That's right. So I'm just gonna say back here, back and back, and using for it PowerShell directly. So let me say paste it, and then now we are import this module on our actually to computer, and now we are getting here and net user and trusted authentication. We are just have to be looking here which protocol is can authentication for this tools, and how come we are using sort delegation. So if you can check it here, MCDS allow with delegate, this is just giving us Wisman and HTTP protocol we have to just be looking for, and that means that we have to looking for Wisman and HTTP protocol and working with these protocols immediately, guy. You just have to be checking for GAN user trust and authentication tools. So now it's time to using tools. I'm just gonna say here the tools, not like that, and run it Mimikatz, and I'm using x64 architecture directly because we are on this x64 architecture, and mimecast.exe. Yep, like that. So we are on the starting mimecast.exe. So guys, we have to be giving here some command. What we are doing is before is on our terminal. I'm just gonna say here token and elevate here. So it's giving us to which system is running on this, and how can we add delegation to the system, and which entry authority is working on this. So token elevate to dump secrets from register high VNet impersonate system user. Checking here, there is no time to be running all of things here, because we have to be checking here which system is running and entry authority, and that is the good news to us, because entry authority is working for actually here to administrator groups is generally on the server, or all of the server guys. So the second one, what we are doing it is for second one here. So we have to be using generally on the Mimecast using LSA dump, and then LSA dumps is giving some credential and not actually credential, some important information about this secrets is generally giving us the secrets about the server with using Mimecast. So I'm just gonna say here secrets is directly like that. So now it's giving us this password, and to giving some to here what we are doing before, to not actually what they doing before, to say with this user. And for example, secret is default, password is over here. You have to be actually pasted all of things what you're getting, and with just looking for to LSA dump secrets, and this is giving us to some LSA dumps secrets for on its server. Now we can using this password to gathering here the tickets and getting tickets into it, and SSH with this and administrator privilege escalation to it. So I'm just gonna go for it, the Mimecast. I'm just gonna say exit, and now time to be running on this Kikyo. Is Kikyo just giving us tickets for this Mimecast running this server privilege escalation guy. Go for tools. What? Oh my god. See. And then tools, and go for Kikyo. No, it's x64 architecture before, and Kikyo.exe here. Now it's restarting Kikyo here. So what we're doing here, so the first of all we have to be asking the tickets for user services ISS, and domain is using TryHackMe.log, and password is could be equal to what we were saving before on our notes. So the TGT is giving me the tickets for, just have to be asking on Kikyo, and then the user is equal to CVI, no, services, that's right, services ISS, and domain will be equal to here TryHackMe.log, and the password will have to be equal to password 1 at, yep, like that. So it's giving us ticket here. This ticket we have to be using on the server. That means that we have to be not copy email address, copy selection, and then save it on our notes, because it will be too important to us the creating tickets, because it's our tickets now. Alright guy, we are actually looking for HTTP and Wisman services before, if you are reading here, and then we can actually save it. So now I think we have to be using TGS and S4O for giving this some credential information about this server. So I'm just gonna say actually explain all of things here definitely. So for example, if you remember, we got in before the TGT here, as the TGTs will be equal to what we are actually before the here save it. This is our tickets for Mimecast, and this using on this Kikyo, and this is our actually here this starting here and ending here. This is our tickets, and user 1 it could be equal to tier 1 Trevor Jones. For example, you can use the server, and the service it could be equal to HTTP or Wistman, but for the server we have to be adding here Wistman directly. So I'm just gonna say it Wistman and TryHackMe server 1 za TryHackMe.log. So it could be equal this. Now if you are add to here actually doing enter it, so it's giving us ticket file again. So this is our ticket file we have to be looking for. I'm just gonna be say using it, just copy selection and save it at our notes. And this is our we have to be using these tickets. Just ignore it all of things of this tickets. So I think it's time to go for tier 1 Trevor Jones auto. It's gonna be same thing like that. Yep. And then now go for exit on it and say time to running Mimikatz one more time and say here privilege is gonna be like that to debug. It could be giving us these messages. Privilege is 20 is okay. So you have to be copy this. If you're checking here, this is just for Wistman services, and that means that we have to be doing here to not wrong is going the correct way is or the correct way. So if you're adding here to tg4s4u command like that, I'm just gonna show you guys directly here. Yeah, where is that? Yep, here. If you are using here to let me check it in services Wistman, you just have to be giving here Wistman service directly. You just have to be Kerberos PTT and give this actually ticket. So is file is now in the file tgst1 Trevor Jones is now working on it. So the second one, this we have to be adding one more time. Let me do it. So it's giving this error message, and that means our now this is true way we got it. So we have to be exit in Mimikatz, and it's giving us a by like that. So no new PowerShell session computer name TryHackMe server 1. Now we are actually here to getting Windows Sham is computer name is like that. So alright, and enter PowerShell computer name TryHackMe, so like that, that's true. So let me give it, and it's giving us this. Yes, we are on the tier 1 admin Trevor Jones desktop. We hacked this Trevor Jones guy here. So I think it's on this same the flag is something like that. Nope. Okay, which Kerberos delegation type allows for delegation of services? This is a constrained delegation. Yep, delegation. Let me look for desktop. No, there is nothing. So which Kerberos delegation types allow to specify who is allowed delegate to? This is you can actually ask it this on this chat GPT source base it, and then constrained delegation. Yep, like that. And which constraint delegation is CIFC, and then flag in desktop administrator. So we have to be going here to back to user. Okay, back and go for administrator, and there's an desktop. Let me go desktop, and there. Oh my god. Yeah, there's a flag too. So okay, we got the second flag. Now it's time to go for task 4 for exploiting automated relays guy. Okay. Yeah, guys. We hacking tier 1 machine and tier 2 machine here directly so clearly, guy. And we just using some Mimikatz and then ZKO. Now Kikyo tools here, and then getting the TryHackMe server 1. I think yes. Yeah, we hacking TryHackMe server 1 server 1 computer here. Now it's time to getting here this new computer. We have new computer is TryHackMe server 2. I think we have to be hack this and then hack this computer unknown name. So let me go task 4 and time to be exploiting automated relays. That means that if you are looking for exploiting automated relays, it's just have to be giving us printer hackings. So if you want to be printer hacking, we just have to be looking for which employer, which member can access this printer and just hack this user, and we can now using the printer directly. So this is also basics. Or if you are hacking printer, we can hack this user actually automatically. So I mean is mention accounts hacking, they will be cool too much. Alright, in this task we will take off the sum of automated relays, and the authentication attempts are constantly flying across the network and is shown as breaching Active Directory room. So it's gonna be doing here some before. And although we are already have privileged access to TryHackMe server 1, yes, we got it. So we are positioned where it does not have to be considered delegation exploit. This is an excellent attack that can be performed gain privileged access to hosts. Machine accounts. All Windows hosts have machine account. Essentially, the user account is associated with the machine unless someone tampered with the account of this host. The password of the account is uncrackable. By default, as 120 characters long are automatically routed every 30 days. Alright. So cool. Machine accounts is giving some example and giving some there. Say the printer pack. It's not bug, it's feature Microsoft. Okay, seriously, when it was reported, Microsoft responded as a feature. The printer is a bug feature MSRP and is print systems remote protocol, which allows here a domain user remote the first target host running prints puller service authentication to an arbitrary IP address. So there have been these bugs in recent years, puller, petipon, print nightmare or something like that. Therefore, exploit this apart from machine. You can add you also need to meet following conditions. There's a 4 condition. Okay, a valid set of Active Directory accounts credential, network connectivity with target SMB service. The target host must be running on Prince Puller service. Okay, if you remember, I teach this. The host must not have SMB signed and forset. Alright, so it's gonna be working. Yes. So I got this error before, guy, because I am really too error on this. So I'm just gonna say here TryHackMe server 1, and then now here you just have to be go PowerShell. Okay, let me go back and CLS and go over here PowerShell, guy, and now we are hacking this access on PowerShell. For looking PowerShell, we just have to be running here gwmi Windows 32 printer and dash computer for TryHackMe server 2 -a.tryhackme.log. Yep, like that. We just have to be looking here. Now access is needed. Why? The upfront CMDL verifies the service is running. If get an access need error, you could perhaps attempt PowerShell command of get printer port computer name TryHackMe server TryHackMe.log. So I'm just gonna say paste it. So it's giving us an error icon while performing specified operation. The error details for more information. Alright, so if it's gonna be looking like that, we just have to be on this on attack box to mmap scan for this. We just have to be looking for mmap scan on SMB server before. Alright, just look at, we are just looking on the SMB server on this TryHackMe server 1, and then its secrets is equal to SMB security mode on this 4045 port on this protocol SMB protocol here. Yep, there is some SMB protocol what we were giving before, and this is us giving us some this protocol and port number information about it. So exploiting authentication relays here. So we just have to be doing anti-alarm relay x the Python file. Okay, let me say copy this and then look at more on my Kali Linux. Yep, I got it already here, and this is same. I'm just gonna be checking with. Okay, let me copy and then say here nano, paste it. So it's starting us import argpraise system logging and cmd or something like that. We just have to be go there, and this is giving us the same code. It's so important to us. I'm just gonna have to be actual check it, and this gonna go for and the TryHackMe server one as debug, and then using here spoof.exe file. Yes, that's real. That's definitely same code here. So what we're doing here, so I'm just gonna say controller X and using into Python file and give this. Now we have to be checking for SMP tools port, and SMB we're giving here SMB TryHackMe server 1 IP is TryHackMe server 1 IP is already there. You just have to be giving it right. Let me check it. Yes, I'm just gonna say debug. Now it's service starting, waiting for connection. We just have to be connection on it. Alright, I'm just gonna say ls, but go for tools here. I think it's good news. No, tools here. Where is tools? There's no tools, guy. It could be the tools here. Oh my god, there is no tools file. If specify hostname TryHackMe server instead of IP, those could request with Kerberos authentication instead of NTLM. Hence we should specify IP instead. With relay listening, we can now query TryHackMe server to authenticate to us in SSH terminal TryHackMe work one executable followings. So that means that we have to be using here TryHackMe server 2, because there is no spoof sample that exe like that. So there is no. Alright. For example, let me copy this and paste here, but I think it's not gonna be working. You just have to be coming here, not here. Alright, let me say file new tab, ifconfig, exploit active directory. There is a no spoof samp exit, so I think we can have to be exit here. No, I'm just gonna say ls, and there is a tools. Yes, so I think it's go tools here. Yeah, there is a spoof, that's something like that. I'm just gonna give it paste clipboard and giving here attacker IP addresses, and our IP addresses it could be equal to exploiting active directory IP addresses. So like there. I'm just gonna say enter. The term spoof sound isn't recognized. If name was simdlet. Was not found but does access its current location. Windows PowerShell does not load command. Okay, let me use cmd and then say dear spoof sample exe file. Yep, like that. Just giving it here and Alright, it's gonna be working? Yes. Alright. Alright, we got something here, guy. I think now yes, server admin and server admin hash password like there. I'm just gonna be save it on my notes, so that's really cool. And then guest password and his hash of password, and then here the variability error count is something like that. I don't remember. I don't actually care of this. And we're grant, and then done. Some ping some hashes for host, stopping service remote registry. So what we're doing here, I'm just gonna say Control C, and time to run it. SMTP support -t SMPT server, and say here actually -c my all and debug. Alright, paste clipboard, waiting for starting connections. Do we have to be doing it again? So what? The output resembles what will happen if you use a -l command. However, by specifying no commands, you should now have performed a hash down. This credential can be used in get shell 1 hosts. How often in days in the password of the routed by default is a 30? Yes, so alright. Why should not enforce it if we want real SMB authentication server? This is SMB sign yep, like that. And what is value of flag stored desktop directory administrator AI TryHackMe server 1? It's going to be giving here to admins or something like that. Is there an server admin? But I don't know, it's alright, let me copy this. Crack station. Its result is empty? What? Okay. Okay guys, there is no hash regarding here. I think we can use it for example, the server admins. This hash for AWL dash Windows RM with dash hash. How can I use it? connection with hash. Yes, evalvim dash username is something like that. Alright, I'm just gonna here eval dash windows rm and dash I to be equal this. Here I think we will be eating. Oh, we're actually okay, and dash username is equal to server admin is over there. Yeah, this is our the username, and then dash hash is could be capital hash, right? Yes, and NTLM hash. The NTLM hash is over here to equal to starting with and ending with here. No, it's gonna be not working or working. Nope. So I'm just gonna say yes. Oh my god, we forgive the access server. Oh my goodness. So, okay, let me go there on the server. And sudo systemctl restore network manager now. So and let's look up to this. Now there is no confined service like that, so let me add in here one more time. Okay, do Dart and yep, like that. I'm just gonna save it. Now let's look up. Now working. Do it and waiting for the connected again. Oh my god, we lost connection to the server. Okay, run this. Okay. Fuck. Okay guys, this is the part 1 of this exploiting Active Directory rooms. I'm just gonna fix my error and then this continuous. So this is also this is really important part, and this is a part 1. Okay,